Guys, here I'm walking down the street. It's my street, my neighborhood. You know, um, I think it's about 7 o'clock now. The day is still looking very young. It's gonna be like this, sunshine all through till about 10 p.m. thereabout. Yeah, 10 p.m. It's gonna be like bright, just like this. You know, that is just the wonderful side of nature. Of this our beautiful earth. So the sun is just gonna be standing up there. Imagine now it's 7 p.m. and I'm just here walking along this beautiful path, quiet, nothing much to show in terms of. So here I am right here. So Prince Bakasi, you know, back to Finland. It's kind of, yeah. You may ask me, what do I think? How do I feel about this city? Like Oibola generally, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm talking about Finland in particular. It's a country with about, 5.7 million people. So it's a big country with few people. Big country with few people, but very well manicured, if you allow me to use the word. Everywhere looking so beautiful. Like, I can show you guys, see for yourself. This is just an ordinary street, end of a road to nowhere, but still you can see how everything is well paved and green. It's a country where like it's a city in a forest, if you allow me to say so. A city in the forest and everything looking good, quiet, peaceful, fresh air. But yes, you may ask me, what do I think? Guys, I'm just coming back from Africa. I won't lie. Yeah, like seriously, I very much miss home. Like, I so much miss home. There's something about Africa which you guys don't really know about. Of course, it's good to come here and experience all those things and get to see people. Reform yourself. Reform, yeah, that's the right term. Educationally, you know what I mean. Because what most of the things we're being taught back home is not actually what it is. Full of lies and deceit and sort of westernized, Eurocentric in nature, just to make the white men feel like they are superior or they are better. But when you come here, they're going to tell like the fact, the reality, about what it's like, what life is all about, the reality, about it, and particularly religion. When it comes to religion, we've been so brainwashed, to believe in all these crops and shit like that. So, I don't want to go there for now, but I just want to talk about, it's a good, beautiful thing to come here, and expose yourself to, like the world around you, like get to know about yourself and the environment, and, but home is always home, man. I just came back from Nigeria. I won't lie to you, man. I love Nigeria. I love Nigeria. I love home. The good food, the vibrant people, the resilient people, the list goes on and on, sociable people. In fact, I can't remember how many times I laughed just being in the bus with the driver just shouting at his passengers and the way they were, reverting back to him and all this kind of stuff. Guys, I just laugh and people won't understand why. Because over here, who am I going to laugh with? Is it the nature, the trees, the forests? So it's just this kind of place, everyone on their own, quiet. You can check out the neighborhood. Really peaceful, neighbor just come in, walk into their house and that's it. So nothing else to show. If they like the greet, if they don't like, forget about it. So that loneliness, that depression, what is killing a lot of people over here. Otherwise, man, I won't say it's bad. And of course, back home, if you have the cash, life is good, life is cheap, everything looking beautiful, Unlike here, high tax, of course, the system works very well, health-wise, the system is designed to benefit the people, if you allow me to say so, unlike back home. But, of course, home, if you have the money, you are a king. You eat whatever you want to eat, you live however you want to live, so I still prefer home, I want to be around people smiling, telling me hi, just talking, just greeting me on the street, kids you don't even know, and it's just a beautiful thing, organic fresh food, just from the farm. Man, I still love home. I won't lie to you. I still love my home. I still love my home. And I want to go back home. I've been here long enough. I've had all the experiences. I just want to show you guys a lakeside. We have a little big lake here in the neighborhood. It's right here. It's right here. By the way, most of you are telling me, oh, yeah, this place looks so beautiful, looks so calm, so lovely. But you forget that we can always recreate the same scenery. We can always recreate it. We can always make it look like this. When I came back home, the street that I'm living, I tried to recreate it to give it this vibe. Try to make it look as beautiful. I tried to plant trees. I walked on the roads, even though it's not being tarred. I had to use concrete and try to recreate what I see here. And I think my street at Parliamentary Extension is one of the most beautiful streets. It's all about concept. It's all about awareness. By the way, guys, yeah, this is just the lake I'm talking about. Yeah, it's beautiful lake, beautiful lake. Calm. Of course, you can swim here if you want to. Yeah, you can always swim. It's a beautiful one. Water lily floating. Calm, breezy, lovely. Over here is residential area, and right over here is a park. Not a park per se, but just a reserve area with a forest. Where people could just go hike and just have a good time. These guys they love nature, so they try to to manage it in a way that the future generation stands to benefit from it. Yeah, there's water. There are some little tiny fishes in it. But the funniest thing is that at the end of the day, during winter when it's cold, this lake freezes. The top freezes. You can even walk on top of it. You can walk on top of the lake, like all the way to the other side when it's frozen. Just to show you how cold this place can be. But for now, it's paradise, beautiful, and yes, I just love it. But all the same, man, I can't wait to go back home. I can't wait to go back home. Loneliness and depression. It's one of the biggest killer here. Because people are so lonely. They don't have neighbors. They don't have friends to talk. No one to talk to. So despite all the things that they have, they are still feeling very sad, very depressed, mental issues. Most of them are on pills. So you have to choose between this life and the life back at home. You see people poor, sort of like not having the means, but you see that happiness, you see that radiance on their faces. That I miss so much. Of course, I've been good to people on the street, people that I've never met before. I have been of assistance to a lot of people. I've surprised a lot of people. Financially. That's just me. I don't have to know you to do something for you. I do what my heart tells me to do. And for that, I find so much joy. And I can't wait to go back home, and create impact and make change and apply this knowledge that I have here, this awareness, to build my society, to make it a better place for, my people, because we've been deprived of this for centuries by Westerners. So it's time for us to come here, gather as much of this knowledge, of those input, and take them back to motherland and build it. Because Africa in itself is paradise. I remain your brother, the Prince of Bakazi, as I take a walk back to my hood. I just wanted us to share this knowledge, this little bit of experience that I'm having here together, just to rethink, to make you guys, sort of not look down on yourself and think, okay, yeah, because I'm here, because I'm doing this, yeah. I just had this. Guys, peace out.